Hello everybody. Right, this year I decided to try and be a bit more online orientated because to be honest with you, a lot of my friends live quite far away, a lot of my family live quite far away as well. And obviously people can't be here, 90%, 100% of the time, so I thought I'd try and bring my life a little bit more online, so a lot of the people who I don't see all the time, a lot of people who live quite far away, can keep an eye on what's going on. Interesting or not, it's coming to the internet. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. If you do, then I hope you enjoy. It's just like I say, it's just keeping everybody abreast of what I'm up to in between work. I mean, work takes up a massive part of the day, but I'm going to start, like I say, doing a bit more online blogging when we're out and about with the girls and when we're on holiday and stuff. I'm also going to try and do some more reviewing of things we've been buying. So over the next few days I'll be bringing you a couple of reviews. A couple of recent purchases we've had have been the Dyson V8 cordless, which is absolutely phenomenal. I'll do an in-depth review on that. Never in a million years believed that a cordless hoover could pick up dog hair off a carpet, but it does. Very well impressed. I'll give you a good look at that. And also I got into Groupon just recently, so I made my first ever Groupon purchase. That's something I've been looking at for camping, was trying to keep the place warm sometimes when it's a bit chilly, and electric heaters are always a bit naff. But obviously I wanted to find a good Caligas heater that wasn't absolutely enormous, so bought something called the Caligas Cube, which I got off Groupon for just over half the price it's supposed to be. And thanks to B&Q for basically the staff not having a clue what they were doing with the bottle price, I managed to get that at a ridiculously cheap price as well. So that's all ready for camping. So I'll give you a look at that, like you see, on probably one of my future reviews. I'm going to try and do a little blog of what's been going on in my life about once a week, and reviews will be as and when they come. Obviously, as I buy something, then I'll review it. So any of you who do know us will know that I'm a massive Star Wars fan, always have been. So over the next 2 years I decided to do this, which was the build your own R2-D2. It costs like £1 million over like 2 years, but to be honest with you, I think it's going to be pretty cool. I've had my first 2 issues. That's the size. That's how big it's actually going to be when it's done. Yeah, it looks quite authentic. It's got some kind of good features. It's got projector built in, cameras built in, mic built in. It's Wi-Fi controllable. It's got its own AI. Yeah, lights and sound, and it's just the ultimate Star Wars collectible gift. So yeah, I've started building that. I'm gonna obviously. I missed the first 2 episodes with not doing them on video, but that's the first 2 done. You haven't really missed a phenomenal amount. Kind of had those pieces there done, but they're all ready for them. When 3 and 4 come, I'll include it in my blog so you can see us putting it together. And in 2 years' time, hopefully, I'll have a fully built R2-D2, which should be a bit of a laugh. So this year so far, just a quick catch up. I mean, we're about 3 weeks into this year now. Obviously we've had Lisa's big birthday, which seemed to go really well. She was really pleased with everything I put together for her. We've got a holiday coming for that, which is in July. That is down in Cornwall. The place I picked for there looks absolutely phenomenal. I just hope we get some weather, because it's like basically it's a lodge. It's got acres and acres of private land to use. It's got a separate cabin, which is a barbecue cabin, which seats up to 8-10 people. So like a fire pit inside with a built-in chimney. It looks an absolutely lovely place to sit and eat. It's also got its own outdoor heated swimming pool as well. So as I say, last time we were in was probably about 8, maybe it's 9 years, but God, maybe it's more. maybe 10 or 11 years ago actually. We were down in Cornwall, and we were down there in the June camping, and the weather was really, really nice. It's the first time I've ever really been as an adult to the south coast of England, and I couldn't believe how sort of temperate it is. I mean, the sea's turquoise. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful place to go. The one thing that put us off revisiting was the drive, because the drive is absolutely phenomenal. It just never stops, goes on and on and on. But yeah, I found this place. I'd seen it before, and I kind of kept an eye on it and thought, I don't really want to do the drive again. But then Lisa's special birthday came up, so I thought I'd book it for that. So just got to pay for it now, but also it's got to go through the drive now because it's booked. So yeah, it should be good. We're planning 2 more holidays, one August, one September. As I found that the weather recently, over the last couple of years, has been better later in the year. I mean, we were away in June last year and it was absolutely diabolical, just non-stop rain. But we're going to have those 2 weeks. We've got I don't know whether most people who do know us know that we've got an air-beam tent, which is basically a tent without poles. It's got like big inflatable beams that put a tent up. Absolutely cracking. But it's quite a good size as well, even for, we had to get something that was big enough for us and the 2 dogs. So we kind of got this tent and bought something really bigger than just for the 2 of us. And that was purely just for the size and ease of putting it up as well, because I'm not getting any younger, and poles really, to be honest with you, really piss us off. So yeah, we've got this tent which we're going to use to get away more weekends rather than wasting weekends when it's just nice to get away for a couple of nights. But we decided, because we're having quite a big holiday in July, that we would, rather than spending money on more accommodations, we would basically go camping for 2 decent weeks in the summer. So we're looking at one up by our friend's Roothampton. It's literally just over the hill from where she lives, so that'd be brilliant. So we can explore a bit more of the area we're up there, and obviously we can get to spend some time with Ruth as well, which would be great. And the other one we're not sure yet. I'm not sure where we're going. South Lakes, Scotland. Well, we don't really know. Speaking of which, we've not long just got back from Ruth's, just 2 weeks back. Had an absolutely fantastic time. They are a group of friends that kind of, that we found through the internet, really, through a like of Border Collies and finding a private page. The page is, our Facebook page is private. It's kind of reserved for owners of Creaky Collies, and the people who get pups join the page, and Ruth can watch all of the pups grow up, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's some absolutely beautiful dogs she's bred up there. We are sort of adopted members. Our next dog will more than likely be from there. But yeah, we met a great bunch of people. I mean, Margaret, Ruth, Earl, Steve and Julie, Fiona, Bruce. Yeah, we've met some phenomenal people up there. It's really, really nice to get up there and see them again. We had a really nice Indian meal, a couple of really nice walks. We visited Glamis Castle, which was absolutely beautiful, and she organised the CC walk, which we had on St Cyrus Beach, which was absolutely beautiful. There's 39 dogs there in total. It was brilliant. Most of you probably have seen the video I put up for that. Well, yeah, it was a really, really good day out. Lady Margaret of the Thorntons gave us some, knowing my great love of Scottish food, she gave us some Scottish tablet, which is there. Now, I do know what Scottish tablet is because I've had it before. However, this is Mrs. Tilly's Scottish tablet, and allegedly it is the best Scottish tablet you can get. So, gonna have to have a quick taste. I'm not really 100% sure what Scottish tablet is. It's kind of like a fudge that's not soft. So I don't know whether it Now sometimes you make something and it doesn't quite turn out how you want it to, but that's not bad, because how it turns, like when my gran used to make ginger biscuits, whenever she made them, they were never crispy, they were always chewy, and in all fairness I prefer them, and like absolutely brilliant. So that's like a sort of, something's gone wrong and it tastes better than it was supposed to if it had gone right. So I don't know whether that's the same with fudge. But yeah, there it is. You get two little packets in there. So I'm gonna have a quick open of this. Like I say, Lady Margaret Thornton assures me it's the best Scottish tablet you can get. Oh, it is nice. That is absolutely beautiful. Yeah. So, if you're looking for Scottish tablet when you're in Scotland, Mrs. Tilly's, highly recommended. Really, really nice. I think when we were up there, we got some rum and raisin fudge. And by accident, we didn't know this time. We just bought it because it looked nice. And that was Mrs. Tilly's as well. And in all fairness, that was absolutely beautiful. So yeah, big thanks to Margaret Thornton for that. That's a winner. And use that stuff picking food that you know I'm going to like, i.e. people just keep giving us tonic stuff now, which you know that I'm never going to give it a bad review. Thanks to Ruth for the tonics, tea cakes and snowballs, by the way. I absolutely love snowballs. Fantastic. Thanks Margaret for that. It's another Scottish food I like. I've also got a few things here which at Christmas Mum gave us some American things, so I'm not going to eat all of these because I am trying my best to stick to my diet. If I get that picked up. So, trying to steal my stool while I balance this stuff. Yeah, some official American sweets. So what we've got is something called Sweet Tarts. Now, it says the good stuff made in the USA. Mini chewy sweet tarts, tangy candy. Right, what's the crap I do with this? I love the way, you know, all American sweets have got these things on the back. It says thoughtful portions, 20 pieces, 50 calories. And I'm thinking, wait, if the portions are all so thoughtful, how come most Americans seem to be quite large? Anyway, let's see what we've got here. Got some what just look like chewy things. Let's have a look. Flipping heck. Very, very fruitful. Jesus. Very, very sour. Wow. Oh. Wow. No. Sweethearts. If you can eat them and keep your face straight, I'll give you a fiver. But yeah, quite nice. You know, sour kind of way.